Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I'm going to be going over this Yomeli, I think that's how I pronounce it, shoot waterproof video light that's I got from my GoPro. Got it through Amazon. Currently right now it's 24 bucks, which I was going to get another one that a buddy has, but this one was such a good deal and it was on Prime. It's like, okay, you know what? It's so cheap, let me give it a try. So, and actually this thing, it's more for, I guess, diving and so forth. You know, going underwater and giving a good light under there. Obviously I didn't purchase it for that. I don't know if I'll ever use it underwater. But I primarily wanted it because it has an attachment where you can hook the GoPro up to it. You can hook it up to any GoPro accessory, and just mount it that way. So I figured this would be good for some low light because, you know, I did my peeling of Plasti Dip video outside at night and part of it, and it was really dark. So I decided, hey, let's do something about that. So pull this open. Okay. So it comes with one of the buckle clips. And get your charging cable. And looks like it's like a little safety strap and a screw. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not a safety strap. Just a, you know, like your screw for tightening. Which is okay. So here's the light. It's fully enclosed. Pop this open. And you have access to the battery. And you also have the charging port. So, and I believe there's a little battery light down there so you can see it charging. Close it back up. So let's see. Yeah, that's a little bright. And it's got a slightly dimmer setting. And then kind of like a beacon light. Which I don't think I'll ever use that one. I'll probably just use the first two. So let's set up our test GoPro real quick. So we'll use the GoPro 5. And what I'll do is I'll do a couple shots, you know, without the light on and then with the light. So we can see the difference. That's how it mounts. Some might not like it being on the bottom. I know some of the other ones, the light will be on the side. So let's give us a try and see what it looks like. Alright, so here's our first test shot. So here we are in the garage, well, partially in the garage anyways, and we have a little bit of a low light. I mean, here I am, I'm actually looking at the camera screen right now, and it's a little dark. My eyes, obviously I can see fine, but obviously the camera's not seeing as well. So let's turn on the first setting. Let's see. Yeah. I think that gives a pretty good amount of light. Let's try the slightly dimmer setting, because it says if you have it set on this high intensity light, you give it 80 minutes. If you put it on the little bit lighter, you're supposed to be able to get 6 hours. Nah, I don't know about 6 hours, but hey, I'm sure it's longer. And actually, that's actually not too bad on the screen. Not as bright, so alright, so that's with some partial ambient light. So let's go try it where it's a little bit darker. So, okay, so here we are, a lot darker area. I actually do have a little bit of lights on, but the camera's not picking it up. So let's try the first setting. That actually looks pretty good. Now, that one is not as good when it's completely dark out. We're getting on the camera. At least with the garage, the lesser light was still decent amount. At least from what I can see right here, it may look different in the actual footage when I actually look at it on the computer. So, all right. There's that beacon light. So, all right. Now let's try a different approach to this. So, all right. So here we have one of the little base mounts that you get with any GoPro. So I like using these. You can stick the camera on it, and you can actually drive over it, and gets it low to the ground, and you don't have to worry about a tripod. So let's hook this system up to this and see how good it is. So, all right. So here we have where this might be kind of useful. You can set it up here on this flat panel, the pet piece, and if you're working on something underneath the car and you see more light and you're wanting to record, do it this way. You get plenty of clearance for the most part, depending on how low your vehicle's sitting and so forth. So I think that would work really well. The only thing is, obviously, you gotta get the sticky off this pad. This isn't my usual one. I can't find it. I grabbed one of my other ones, which I haven't gotten the sticky off yet. So that's why you're hearing the. So this should work. Another thing you could actually do, if you have one of the little handles, where you have like a selfie stick, or like I said, one of the GoPro handles, you could go ahead and stick that on there. That way, if you need a light where you can move it around a bit, that would work really well. Just mount it to that, and that's how I guess it is supposed to be for when using it as a diving light. So that would work. Or if you're doing some other work and you're using one of the clamps to mount it to something right here, or any other type of mount, but you need extra lighting, this light. So I think for 20-25 bucks for this light, I think it's going to be well worth it. As you can see, you can get quite a bit of light places you need if you want to film. I would not recommend this if you're doing one of the head strap things. I would not recommend putting this on. That'd be a little heavy on your head. I would get one of the clamps to mount someplace so you can have it recording and giving you light, or just have the handle. So, all right, I'll throw a link to the item in the description. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you found it informative. Please drop a like, leave any comments or questions you might have, and if it's your first time dropping by the channel, please subscribe. It really helps out. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.